Hello everybody! Welcome back to some more Mario Kart 8 Deluxe. Today we're heading back into the Grand Prix mode, once again playing Mirror Mode for the Booster Course Pass DLC courses, and today we are going to be playing as Donkey Kong. But first let me change Inkling Boy back to his regular color. And we also got a new kart part, which I forgot about, but I guess we're just gonna see what it looks like on Inkling Boy before we play Donkey Kong. It's the Flame Rider! And that looks pretty cool to me. So anyways, we're gonna be playing Donkey Kong. Now, which kart should we use? I feel like the Flame Rider doesn't really fit Donkey Kong the best. I mean, it's brown, but other than that, I feel like it doesn't fit him well. So how about, I feel like a standard ATV would fit him well if it was brown. Once again, this is yellow, which I don't know why it's yellow. It should be brown. Donkey Kong's brown. So any brown karts besides the standard kart? It really does not look like it. Is the standard kart the only brown kart? I suppose so. So we're just going to be playing the standard kart because the pipe frame isn't even brown, which I feel like is a kind of easy fix. Just make it brown. But anyways, we'll use the standard kart and maybe the ancient tires. It kind of looks okay. And for the glider, we could use the paraglider. It's brown. It fits well, even if it's not a Mario Kart glider technically, because it is from The Legend of Zelda. Which, if you look at it, I have two Legend of Zelda vehicle parts. I've got the ancient tires and the paraglider, which are both from Zelda, which is interesting. But anyways, Donkey Kong is a very heavy character. He's gonna be hard to control, which might not have been the best choice, but we're out of characters we haven't played recently with different costumes, so I'm just gonna go with kind of the basic Mario characters, and Donkey Kong is definitely one who jumps to my mind. But anyways, in the last episode we played the Cherry Cup in Mirror Mode. We did very well, and today we're going to be playing the second to last DLC Cup in Mirror Mode, and that is the Acorn Cup. The Acorn Cup consists of Tour Rome Avanti, GCN DK Mountain, Wii Daisy Circuit, and Tour Piranha Plant Cove. Let's begin. So the first course of the Acorn Cup is Tour Rome Avanti. And it's an alright city track. I feel like it is kind of similar to all the other city tracks like London, Berlin, Amsterdam. It's just in Europe, it's a standard city, but this one does take place at night. So this course in New York Minute are the only two city tracks, and I guess maybe Vancouver Velocity. I've never actually noticed whether Vancouver Velocity is in day or night. But anyways, these two or possibly three city tracks are the only ones to take place at night, which I guess makes it a little bit more unique than all the others. But it's still just not my favorite. It's not a bad city track per se. I'd definitely say it's on the better end. But compared to all the regular tracks in the game, I feel like it's just not as good. Like comparing this course to like Koopa Cape, for example, it's just not gonna look well for the city track. But I mean, it's still fun. It's just there are better choices. Also, it's pretty long too. We haven't even finished the first lap yet. We're just finishing it right now, actually. But oh look, there's somebody else who's behind us, because yes, sometimes you get to drive along with the other racers behind you, which I do think is pretty cool, as parts of the track overlaps. But anyways, now we're at the staircase part where we can choose the path we want to drive up. I don't know whether or not it makes such a big difference, but it adds a little bit of variety into the spice of life. And look at this, we're also driving the opposite way. Hopefully nobody runs into me with like a bullet bill or a superstar or something. Seems that did not happen, so that's good to see. We're heading into the final lap now, and we get to go over a beautiful water section. And look at how great that looks. Unfortunately, we don't get to glide for too long, but it's still nice to look at. Now we're heading into the Coliseum, where there are dangerous chain chomps. And if we get close enough, we can do a little trick. Unfortunately, you couldn't really see much of what I was doing because the blooper was in the way, which can sometimes be a little bit annoying. Ah, darn. Uh-oh, the blue shell. So Donkey Kong, being a character with really low acceleration as he has high speed, does not recover the best after getting hit by the blue shell. And look, it's a fun glider! Whee! Isn't that nice? But there we go. That's the end of the first course in the Acorn Cup Tour Rome Avanti. So the second course of the Acorn Cup is GCN DK Mountain. And this is a fun course. It's obviously from Mario Kart Double Dash, where I have a little bit of bias towards it. But this is one of the courses that in this game, I feel like I kind of wish wasn't in this game. Because we already got Wii DK Summit in the Booster Course Pass. So this course, while yes, being a nice course, I do enjoy it quite a lot. And also it's a Double Dash course, so I have a little bit of bias towards it, as Double Dash is possibly my favorite Mario Kart game. I can't really decide. Either 8 Deluxe or Double Dash. They are both really good. It's just hard to compare one with almost all the tracks are perfect compared to one that has 96 tracks. Granted, not all of them are good, but 96 tracks is a lot compared to 16 tracks. It's really a case versus quality over quantity. But sometimes quantity just wins. It can't always be quality over quantity. But anyways, as I was saying, I kind of wish this course wasn't in this game. I feel like it would fit better in Mario Kart World, as not only does it feel really giant, it doesn't feel like it's scaled the best, especially since there's only 12 racers. If it was like Mario Kart World where we have 24 racers, it'd feel maybe a little bit more appropriate. But we already have Wii DK Summit, which is basically the same course. It feels like the same course. We drive up, and then we get shot out of a cannon to the top of a mountain, and then we drive all the way down. The only difference is that this is an active volcano and a jungle, while DK Summit is a ski resort. And I got hit in the middle of the cannon, which is an awful place to get hit. It's horrible. I lose a ton of coins, and it's super slow. So Bowser and whoever else is behind me is probably caught up. And not only that, this course feels like it uses half pipes less effectively. It's like, it's all the way over here and you can take them, but just like most of the half pipes, it's not worth it. But to be fair, this course was not designed with half pipes originally in it, because Mario Kart Double Dash, which is where this course comes from, DK Mountain, did not have half pipes in it. Half pipes originated from Mario Kart Wii, which is where DK Summit comes from, so I guess it makes sense. But personally, I feel like it would have been better if they just waited until Mario Kart World to add this course, and they could have added like a different Double Dash course, like Dino Jungle, which has a very similar theme, and I feel like it would have worked better on in this game. But this still is a very fun course. I still do enjoy it. It just feels a little bit repetitive. But you know, when you have 96 courses in a game, some of them are going to have overlapping track themes or ideas. You can't have every single one of the 96 courses be entirely unique original courses, which I suppose I can understand. Still a good course, though. So we're on the final lap, and I have to be careful because they've caught up to me. The computers have caught up to me, which is a little bit concerning due to some of the disasters. And holy cow, I can go up there? I didn't know I could go up there. I thought that would be like dragged out of bounds or something. I'm surprised. Gotta avoid the rolling rocks. Excuse me. Alrighty, ooh, this is some amazing protections. I'm not going to go to try and do the shortcut that's in Mario Kart Double Dash. I'm not 100% sure if it still works in this game. I'd imagine it still does. I think it's just a lot harder, because you can actually, on that turn, jump off the road and land back on it. Or at least in the original Mario Kart Double Dash. I'm not 100% sure if it still works in this game. I'm pretty sure it does, but don't take my word for it. The next course in the Acorn Cup is Wii Daisy Circuit. I feel like this is a really weird spot for this course in general to be. I don't even think it needs to be in this game. But after DK Mountain, because generally courses are in the order of easiest to hardest. The Booster Course Pass does have exceptions because every single one would always start with a city track. But other than that, the first course is generally always the easiest, and the second course, and the third course, and the fourth course. So that would mean that Nintendo is implying Daisy Circuit is harder than DK Mountain. And trust me, it is not. The name, Circuit. It has Circuit in the name. It's not going to be harder. I understand that DK Mountain for Mario Kart Double Dash is in the Star Cup, and so is Daisy Circuit. But you cannot tell me that a circuit track is harder than DK Mountain. That feels a little bit preposterous to me. It feels a little bit insane. But I guess I should not complain too much about the order, as it doesn't matter. But it's just a little pet peeve of mine. It doesn't feel right. But I am in first place with a mushroom, so if a blue shell comes by, I do have the opportunity to try and dodge it. Or I could use it to take the shortcut, which I think I will use to take the shortcut, because not only is it more likely to happen as I can just control it right now. There we go, I'm taking the shortcut. Whee! Look at me having the glider. It's all fun and relaxing. But also, if I were to save it for the blue shell, I might get lightninged and then not be able to use it. Or I might just mistime it, and then it would be all lame and disappointing, and everyone would laugh at me in the comments. So I took the safer approach. So already heading to the final lap, this course is a lot shorter than DK Mountain is. And just a little bit less fun in general. But I guess you can't have every course in a game be your #1 favorite. I'm not a fan of this course. Maybe you really like Daisy Circuit. It's just after playing DK Mountain, this course feels a little bit boring. Ooh, a red shell. Just to spice some things up. Fortunately, I have 3 bananas, so I am okay. I wonder where Donkey Kong gets all these banana peels from. I wouldn't be too surprised if he just eats a banana mid-race and gets the peel, as Donkey Kong definitely seems like the type of person who would do that. Donkey Kong loves bananas, after all. So there we go. Another first place for Donkey Kong. We'll be heading into the final course. Hopefully it won't be too difficult. So the final course of the Acorn Cup is Tour Piranha Plant Cove. And honestly, I really like this course. While yes, it does feel a little bit of like a city track where they have the changing laps gimmick, I really do like it. It's a unique environment, being like an underwater ruins. You don't really see that very often. And it's just a fun course in general. So our first goal will obviously be get into first place. Because then we just get a free breakaway. Alright. Let's see if we can pass Tanuki Mario. I don't know how good Donkey Kong is at swimming, but hopefully he's good just in case our cart explodes or something drastic like that happens. That way we'll be able to continue racing. Aw, just barely missed Tanuki Mario. Would have been nice if we could have hit him. Oh, it hit me! Oh, that's mean. That's mean. I don't like that. Oh, game. Oh, game. That's very mean, game. You're starting to cross the line here. I'm in 5th place. This cannot happen. I don't want to get another silver trophy. I'm in 6th. Okay, so this course, I have to put some more work into it. Okay, hit you, maybe hit somebody else in front of me. And I hit somebody else. Can I get 3 for 3? 3 for 3? 3 for 3! That's impressive. So let's just hold on to this boo for now. That way, if somebody throws a red shell at me, I can just use the boo and dodge the red shell. That's my plan, to use it more defensively than offensively. I see no red shell, so I believe that I am safe. Oh, here's the red shell. Okay, use the boo. It just goes by me, and I get a mushroom. Which is the generic... Come on, boos. Last longer, boo. Come on. No, I darn. I get hit by the blue shell or I return to normal as soon as the blue shell hits me. That's unfortunate, but I have a mushroom, so I can use this to take a little baby shortcut. I probably could have saved it for a bigger shortcut, but I'm just fine with any shortcut in general. So let's play more defensive. There's a shortcut that would have probably been a lot cooler to show off, but I didn't think that through. Okay, a red shell. I've got protection, so I am A-okay. We're in 1st place. Oh no, it's our favorite item, the red shell. I'll hold this back in case anybody gets too close to me. So you might think we're done, right? Nope. Psych, we're going down here where there's a dangerous, scary Mara eel. Holy cow, that's something out of nightmares. I don't see anybody. Do I win? Yes, I do. So that was a little bit scary at the beginning, falling into 6th place, but we managed to relatively easy come back and get our 1st place victory. So here we go, our overview of the Acorn Cup. I think we did really well, especially with such a heavy character like Donkey Kong. Normally, I'm not a fan of the heavy characters as they're harder to control, and when you do get hit, you get greatly punished with lower acceleration. But maybe it's just a skill issue for me. Maybe I just need to improve. Maybe that's the key. Anyways, our result for the Acorn Cup was 1st place on Rome Avanti, 1st place on DK Mountain, 1st place on Daisy Circuit, and 1st place on Piranha Plant Cove. So here we go, gold trophy, 3 stars, we love to see it, that's amazing. But this is where we're gonna wrap it up for today's episode of Mario Kart 8 Deluxe. Thank you so much for watching, I'll see you next time, bye bye.